Hey there. Have you ever walked into your kitchen at night, stubbed your toe on that sneaky corner of the table, and thought, man, I wish this place was a little easier to get around? Or maybe you've caught yourself wondering if your home, the place you've made your own for years, could still be your safe haven as you roll past 65. Well, I've got some good news for you. It absolutely can. You don't have to pack up and leave or rely on someone else to make it work. With a few simple tweaks, your home can keep you safe, comfortable, and independent, no matter how many candles are on your cake. And trust me, these aren't big, expensive projects. They're smart, practical hacks that folks just like you are using every day to stay in control. In this video, we're going to walk through 4 home hacks every senior needs to stay safe and independent after 65. These are ideas that don't just make your house a little safer. They give you the confidence to keep living life your way, right where you are. I've seen my own friends and family put these to work, and the difference it makes is incredible. You'll wonder why you didn't try them sooner. So, let's dive in with first one, because it's something you can start thinking about today, and it's all about keeping your feet steady on the ground. The first hack is all about clearing the path, making sure your floors aren't a minefield waiting to trip you up. You know how it goes. A rug that curls at the edges, a pile of magazines you meant to sort, or that extension cord snaking across the living room. Those little things can turn into big trouble if you're not careful. My buddy Jim, who's 68, learned this the hard way when he caught his foot on a throw rug and nearly took a tumble. Instead of shrugging it off, he grabbed some double-sided tape, stuck that rug down flat, and moved a few odds and ends out of his usual walking path. Now he glides from the couch to the kitchen like it's nothing. It's not about tearing your house apart. Just take a look around and ask yourself, what could I trip over? Maybe it's tucking away clutter, swapping out a slippery mat for one with grip, or even rolling up that rug you don't really need. You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one spot and start there. Keeping your floors clear keeps you moving, and that's a huge step towards staying independent without a fuss. Now, while we're talking about staying steady, the second hack builds right on that. It's about lighting up your world so you're never left fumbling in the dark. I'm not saying you need to turn your place into a spotlight show, but a little extra glow can make all the difference. Take my Aunt Grace. She's 66 and used to shuffle to the bathroom at night with just the moonlight to guide her. One too many close calls with a hallway table, and she decided to plug in a couple of those cheap motion sensor night lights. Now, the second her feet hit the floor, the path lights up like a runway, and she's back in bed without a scratch. It's such an easy fix. Swap out dim bulbs for brighter ones, stick a lamp where you need it, or grab some of those little stick-on lights for stairs or corners. You don't need an electrician or a big budget, just enough light to see where you're going. That's the kind of simple change that keeps you safe and in charge, no help required. So, we've got your floors clear and your lights shining. 2 hacks that already make your home a safer, friendlier place to be after 65. But staying independent isn't just about avoiding trouble. It's about making everyday stuff easier too. That's where the third hack comes in. And it's all about putting things right where you can reach them without a struggle. Let's roll into that next, because it's a game changer you'll wish you'd done years ago. Alright, so your floors are clear and your lights are guiding the way. 2 smart hacks already making your home a safer place to thrive after 65. You're probably starting to see how these little changes add up, keeping you independent without turning your life upside down. Now, Let's talk about the third hack, because it's all about making your space work for you instead of against you. This one's simple but mighty. Put the things you use every day right where you can grab them. No stretching, bending, or teetering on a chair required. It's about setting up your home so you can keep doing what you love without a hitch. Think about my friend Marge. She's 69 and loves her morning coffee ritual. But reaching for the mugs on that high shelf was turning into a balancing act she didn't need. One day, she just moved them down to a drawer by the counter, and while she was at it, she shifted her favorite pans to a lower rack too. It took her maybe 10 minutes, and now she's breezing through her kitchen like it's no big deal. That's the kind of tweak I'm talking about. Look at your space and ask, what do I use all the time? And how can I make it easier to get to? Maybe it's keeping your slippers by the bed, stashing the remote on the coffee table instead of across the room, or even moving your spices to a little basket on the counter. You don't need fancy organizers or someone to rearrange your life. Just a little shuffle to keep everything in reach. It's your home, and setting it up your way keeps you running the show. No assistance necessary. Now, while we're making things easy and accessible, the fourth hack flows right in. It's about adding a few safety nets that catch you before trouble starts. I'm not talking about bubble wrapping your house. A couple of small additions that give you peace of mind and keep you steady. Take my cousin Bill. He's 67 and still mows his own lawn, but he noticed the shower was getting a bit slick underfoot. Instead of worrying about it, he popped a grab bar on the wall and a non-slip mat on the floor. Took him half an hour at the hardware store and a quick install, and now he's singing in there like nothing's changed. That's the idea. Little boosts like a railing by the stairs, a sturdy chair with arms to push up from, or even a handheld shower head so you're not twisting around. You don't have to overhaul everything. Just pick one spot where you feel a little wobbly and shore it up. It's not about giving in. It's about staying ahead so you can keep living your life without a stumble. So, we've got your essentials in reach and a few safety nets in place. Your home's shaping up to be a perfect partner in this independence game after 65. You're probably feeling how these hacks build on each other, keeping you safe and strong without any fuss. And that's where we're headed next, because there's more to share about making your space your ally and living the way you want. Okay, so your home's floors are clear, your lights are bright, your everyday stuff is right where you need it, and you've got a few safety nets keeping you steady. 3 hacks down, and you're already turning your place into a fortress of independence after 65. It's amazing how these small shifts can make such a big difference, right? You're not just avoiding trouble. You're setting yourself up to keep living life on your terms. No one else needed. Now, let's wrap this up with a 4th hack, because it's the cherry on top that ties everything together. Adding a few safety nets that catch you before trouble even thinks about starting. These are the little extras that give you confidence and keep you in control, all while keeping things simple. Take my old pal Helen. She's 70 and loves tending her roses, but she noticed getting up from her favorite chair was starting to feel like a workout. Instead of swapping it out or asking someone to help her up, she got a firm cushion to boost the seat a bit and stuck a grab bar on the wall nearby. Now she's popping up like she's 50 again, no fuss, no muss. That's what I mean by safety nets, small additions that make a big impact without changing the whole game. Maybe for you, it's a sturdy handrail on that one tricky step, a non-slip mat in the tub, or even a cordless phone you can carry around so you're never scrambling to answer a call. My Uncle Ted, who's 66, swears by the little bell he put on his back door. Lets him know if it's open so he doesn't trip over the dog racing in. It's not about overhauling your home. It's about spotting where you could use a little backup and fixing it quick. You don't need a contractor or a caregiver. Just a trip to the store and a few minutes to set it up. That's how you keep your independence locked and tight. Now, as these hacks come together, you can see how they're all about keeping you safe and free in the home you love. Clearing the floors stops those sneaky trips. Good lighting shows you the way. Putting things in reach saves your energy. And these safety nets give you that extra edge. It's like your house is cheering you on, saying, "You've got this." And you do. Folks like Helen and Ted are living proof that a few tweaks can keep you going strong after 65. Maybe you're already thinking about that one spot in your place that could use a little love. What's the first thing you'd change? I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and tell me how you're making your home work for you. If this gave you some ideas, give the video a like. It helps us reach more people who want to stay independent too. And hit that subscribe button if you're up for more tips like these, because we're all about keeping you in charge at any age. Here's to staying safe, strong, and right at home. Cheers to you.